Greetings, Malifaux fans. This is Crazy Carl from Weird Forms, back with another Malifaux video battle report. Today I played a 35 Soulstone game against my good buddy Pat Simpkins. Pat was playing Rasputina, and I was playing Summer Teeth Jones along with his avatar because he's a lot of fun. And he's got a lot of really flavorful abilities. I mean, that's one of the things that drew me to the game was Summer's flavor, and the avatar just kind of carries that on, which I really love. So here you can see the board. Pat had Pat had Treasure Hunt, so you can see the treasure in the center there. Reflections on December and Sabotage on that brown tree next to that giant rock. Summer had Escape and Survive, Holdout, and Breakthrough, just because I really couldn't think of anything else, and it's kind of rude to take Breakthrough against Rasputina, but I felt kind of justified because, you know, Rasputina is really not that bad, and I think she's actually pretty good at Treasure Hunt. If she can get a good model up to grab the treasure, she can guard it really well. So here you can see Pat's crew. It consisted of Rasputina, Snowstorm, Essence of Power, 2 Desperate Mercenaries, an Ice Gammon, and 2 Gunsmiths, which gave him a 6 Soulstone cache. Very respectable, very respectful. And I believe Pat took the Desperate Mercenaries just to use as Reflections on December fodder, not for anything special that I know of, maybe to eat up with Snowstorm. Anyway, here you can see my crew. I brought along Summer, his avatar is attached, Ophelia, a Gremlin Taxidermist, a Piglet, a Mosquito, 3 Bayou Gremlins, and a Hog Whisperer, because the Hog Whisperer is pretty freaking awesome with Summer's avatar, giving you reactivate and flight. It's good stuff. Plus, you know, there's Suey. I really like playing with the Taxidermist a lot. I had a lot of fun with that model, so I was really hoping to do that again this game. And he really doesn't disappoint, as you'll see. So I moved up a little bit on the first turn. I met my first manifest requirement with Summer, healing up the Bayou Gremlins and himself with Take a Swig. Piglet moved up a little bit after the Hog Whisperer failed to reactivate her, which was very unfortunate. I didn't draw any masks, so, you know, it happens. And the Piglet moved up the Hog Whisperer. I thought it was fairly safe. That doesn't tell Pat. Double moved up his Ice Gammon after having it pulled up with Snowstorm, and then he used Rasputina with Ice Mirror and popped a couple shots off at the Hog Whisperer, which I was not pleased with at all. That made me very sad. I had to cheat in my 2 high cards to try and keep it alive, because losing Hog Whisperer is not a very good thing for me. I also moved up my Taxidermist and a couple Bayou Gremlins, as you can see there. So here you can see in turn 2, Pat moved up towards the treasure counter with his Gunsmiths, which are really awesome, I think, models for Treasure Hunt, because they're hard to kill and they're reasonably survivable. They don't have super high defense, but hard to kill really helps out a lot. What you don't see here is you see the Ice Gammon there that Pat shot through with Rasputina. He actually Soulstoned a shot at my Hog Whisperer, hit his red Joker on the negative flip, and took her out in 1 shot, which made me really sad. So here you can see that I moved up a bunch of Bayou Gremlins along with Ophelia to try and take out Snowstorm, because I saw he was moving Snowstorm around that flank, and to kind of guard the treasure, keep him from getting at it. As it was, didn't really do much. I had Ophelia try to shoot at the Gunsmith, which failed because she has really low willpower and the Gunsmith hadn't shot yet, so it made me very sad. Here you can see the Taxidermist kind of sitting back. I think I didn't have a crow in my hand, so I just blindly cast Taxiderm in a couple times, and I did actually get to summon a Stuffed Piglet, which made me really happy because I really like Stuffed Piglets. They're awesome models, and they're actually really, really good. Hard to wound 2 with armor. I think they have 2 as well. Plus, you know, they can get float. It's pretty awesome. You can see Rasputina just kind of taking her position up there. The Desperate Mercenary, I'm not really sure what the Desperate Mercenary is doing there. I think he hit there just to shoot at with Rasputina. He already had 1 minion killed with Ice Mirror, so he only needed to get 1 more, which was pretty good for him. So I think this is the start of turn 3, or it was the end of turn 2. At the start of turn 3, he just killed off the Desperate Mercenary to get his points. I manifested Summer in the hopes that I could use Swamp Gas to try and keep his minions off of the treasure counter. As it was, I wasn't really able to do that. He was able to pick up the treasure counter and just kind of move out with it, and Summer didn't have the actions left over to be able to do that. I forgot to mention on turn 2, I tried to move Summer up to get Pull My Finger manifest requirement off by hitting 2 of his minions with Pull My Finger. As it was, I was only able to hit 1, which really slowed me down a lot, which meant I didn't have the extra actions I needed this turn to push his Gunsmith and make it drop the treasure. So, really bad times for me. Here you can see, I think this is turn 4, where the Gunsmith is kind of moved back, and he's moving back towards his deployment zone to keep it safe. He's got Rasputina covering it, he's got an Ice Gammon covering it, so pretty good. I was fortunately able to summon another Stuffed Piglet, so I had a couple Stuffed Piglets running around. There was another one, but I think Pat had moved up something else. I think it might have been the other Desperate Mercenary, and my stuffed piglet took out one of them and really wounded the Ice Gammon, so it was pretty awesome. You can see Snowstorm is just kind of threatening most of my crew sitting there. One of the cool things I was able to do this turn was I was able to, after manifesting Summer, I moved up a Bayou Gremlin and just had it kill it. I had it move into Snowstorm's melee range, fail its morale duel, and then Summer was able to pull up and eat it, which was kind of cool. Unfortunately, I didn't summon one before I did that, so I ended up wasting an action with Summer. Not my best play, but what are you going to do? So at the end of turn 4, I had a couple stuffed piglets, which was nice, but I wasn't really able to do anything about the gunsmith, and that was really my big focus, because I was losing some of my models, and that was going to hurt my escape and survive count, so not so good for me. As it was, yeah, like I said, stuffed piglet ended up killing the Ice Gammon, and I was able to sacrifice it with a mosquito to make a new mosquito, which would count for escape and survive, which is pretty cool. Snowstorm was just a giant thorn in my side. I threw Summer at it along with 1 or 2 Soulstones and just couldn't take him out. He had high enough cards to keep me from being able to cheat damage flips, and I just wasn't able to kill him. All the time, Pat was just tossing down Ice Pillars every single turn, which really gummed up the works. I really only had one model which was able to take him out, and that was Summer. I mean, Ophelia could do it on a severe damage, but it's not really the best use of her abilities. For turn 5, I tried to kill Snowstorm again and just wasn't able to do it. You can see Summer's kind of sitting over there by that rock. Really sad that he doesn't have a Hawk Whisperer to give himself flight. And that really did actually affect me a lot this game. Wasn't able to do much with regards to getting around the board. Going into turn 6, I believe, Summer again failed to kill off Snowstorm because he fails, and Snowstorm was able to sabotage with pretty much no repercussions at all. The taxidermist was able to summon a couple more stuffed piglets because there were a ton of corpse counters, and I was able to use my mosquitoes to hold them up a little bit, and I just had to go for it. You can see his model sitting in the deployment zone right here, and I moved up stuffed piglets to right about where that gap is, right in the top center of the screen, and I just blew them up trying to kill off the gunsmith to deny him a couple points for having it not carried in his deployment zone. And as it was, I kept on hitting crows, which gives you a 4 damage burst, but only does 1-inch bubbles. So I ended up not being able to kill it off, and the game was very close. Pat ended up getting 4 points for his treasure hunt because we didn't have a turn 7. He got 2 points for Reflections on December, 2 points for Sabotage. I got 4 points for my escape and survive thanks to summoning mosquitoes, 2 for holdout, nothing for breakthrough. So great game. Hope you enjoyed it, and see